Well, I should come in here with my economist hat, shouldn't I? I can advise you what to do with wealth. Hang on to it. Manage it well. Oh yeah, from God's point of view, of course. But manage it well. Don't give it away. He's given it into your hands because you're God motivated. Good. Manage it according to God's motivation. You know, in graphic Christian terms, you use it for the kingdom. Don't give it all to the church. Church will spend it all on buildings. Administration, bureaucracy, costs, expenses, rents, advertising, big speakers, transport, salaries, for goodness sake. No. That's not what it's for. If you're given wealth to manage it. And you'll manage it and use it. Use it, not exhaust it and give it away. Use it as a wise businessman does. Invest it in things that are going to produce that which is of value. To him, of course, it's wealth, but to you, it's spiritual gain. And not personal, is it, in that sense? Because your person is enlarged. You want to bless. You want to reach. You want to save, in Christian jargon. You want to rescue. Good. How best can you manage and use this wealth that it achieves this end? And not in the too distant future. I mean, if you're going to invest it in stocks and shares, well, we know that can go on forever. And it's pretty precarious too, isn't it? Even if you invest it in land and so on. So, if you have a ministry of teaching, well, you'll invest it in that, won't you? If you have a ministry of caring, well, you'll buy an establishment that enables you to care for, not give the money away and not own the establishment, because you want something ongoing. And presumably, there's going to be a blessing. Do you see? I mean, it might be that you invest your money in bricks and mortar, but you know, it won't be a palace to impress your friends. It'll be a hostel, perhaps, to care for. No, not all the homeless. Goodness gracious, you can be poor doing that overnight and achieve nothing. Perhaps it'll be accommodation for those who really are in the fellowship and need blessing. Yeah. So they pay a very low rent. Not nothing, but a low rent, a kind rent. And, you know, you're not trying to build up a retinue of hangers-on. You're looking for where you can bless and help, truly, into life eternal. You're a wonderful fatherly figure. I don't mean you're in competition with God. I mean God's just breathing through you. Bless you. Bless you to bits. Thank you, Dad. Oh, but you say, oh, Jesus said to the rich man, sell all you have and give to the poor, come follow me. Yes. But what's right about that saying, first of all? That he gives his priority to that spiritual, following Jesus. Not that he's going to be such a benefit to the poor. You'll find the poor are still poor. And you'll have them with you always. And he actually says that, of course, at another time. But you should come and seek the kingdom of heaven. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. And that's what that parable's about. It's not a general cure-all as to what you shouldn't do with wealth. So I say unto you, if you've been given wealth by God, it's because he wants you to manage the wealth. Perhaps because he knows you'll use it rightly. And that in the use of it, in blessing others, you will be even more blessed yourself. Because he loves you, you see. He can bless those that you're giving to without going through you. But he wants to specifically bless you. And you actually won't be greatly blessed by simply giving your wealth away. In fact, you may sit in misery that you've given it all away when you realize the cost to you. He doesn't want that. He's come to bless you, not curse you. So you use it, you manage it, such that its use, its existence, its the wealth, is a blessing from the point of view of your view of kingdom living. And you'll find out if your view is right, of course, gradually. It'll be a great blessing to you in managing it according as you see it to God's will. Quite simply, he's given you resources to be spiritual with, not to give away. That's my mistake. I've learned by practice. Learn from my example, not by suffering the same example as myself. I was born into a rich family. I should have hung on to it. I could have still loved Mum. I could have loved Dad too. And in hindsight, my goodness, I should have done. Regardless of how Dad was, he was still my earthly dad. I should have stuck with him. And with Mum. I could have done that. Both sides would have understood. Well, that's your mother, so you're still caring for her. Well, that's your dad, so you're going to care for him. If only I'd had that wisdom then. Instead, I just had the wisdom of loyalty, and I stuck with Mum. Well, good on you, boy. But you didn't need to go that way. And nor do you. Bless you. And you are blessed. Not because of the wealth God's given you, but because he loves you. Bless you. Thank you, Dad.